How much did we get? 335. Not bad. Not bad at all. That ought to last us a while. All right. Large wreckage. Go ahead and throw that in there. We've got more than enough of those. So the rest of what we want to build ought not be too terrible. What I need 4 of these, 40 of those, hover vessel, and then we need another level before we can get that, which is gonna be okay. Really, what we might want to do... Okay, let me get... did I learn? Yeah, that's the basic. Okay. Hover vessel. We're gonna want 2 more of those. We're gonna want 2 of those. Let's grab 1 of those. What's our current CPU up to? 6,700. Okay. This, that, and that. Actually, no, those 2 are not the ones I want. Large wreckage output. Large wreckage output. We're gonna have to lift it up for the back 2 that I want. We are going. What we're gonna do, and what the reason I'm taking that away for is, now on hover vessel you don't see it. It's not in the hover vessel, but under small vessel, these heavy landing gear can be put on hover vessels. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna learn that. And we're gonna have this create up 4 of those. Now, this is only in Reforged Eden. Normally, that cannot be done. We're gonna make up 1 of those. And I think that ought to be it. Once we get those installed, I'm gonna start packing everything up and moving it. The constructor here, this large constructor. How big is the large constructor? Mass-wise. Volume. Okay, so 1,200, yeah, we'll be able to move everything, no problem. So, once I get... I've already got those, so we can start with that. These we're going to put in here. And we're going to put these... Let's see, here. Here. There. And there. Okay. These... I can go ahead and symmetry plane this. Like so. All right. And I'm leaving this area open so that I can put the other generator in here. Actually, I can go ahead and do that. Generator right there. So we've got that online. Okay. Then I'm going to put another one here, and then those two there, and then I'm going to do the same over here. You'll see exactly what my plans for that are once these are finished making. Now, it said less than 2 days, and it should be less than 2 days. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to categorize these what I want them to be. This one here is going to be, and I may end up just putting more storage over here, like maybe one large storage container. I don't know. This one, let's see. You are going to be weapons and ammo. That'll be for those. This, actually, no, I know. I'm probably going to put an ammo box back here. Maybe with another storage thing. I don't know. You are going to be other, let's see, CV stuff. That'll be where we store the stuff that we're going to put on our capital vessel. Large stuff. That's where we're going to put the constructor and maybe some of the large blocks. And then small stuff. That's where we're going to put the stuff for the hover vessels and small vessels. Let's see. Did you already make the armor lockers? No. I'm going to need 4 armor lockers. The armor lockers are going to go in this hallway here, there, over here, and over here. So what have you made? 2 oxygen tanks. Okay. And even though I can breathe on this planet, my hope is to get this hover vessel to fit inside of the capital vessel that I'll be building to take me other places. I'm going to start building a capital vessel pretty soon after I get this, and it'll be immobile because it's just going to be basically a base that doesn't register as a base so that it doesn't get drone attacks. So I'll have a large constructor. It might just be basically like this platform right here, just, you know, a large capital vessel platform with this stuff on it. I know, this is going to have to be a different type of container, but that's okay. Probably, maybe. They may have changed it. I don't know. In any case, let's see. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait until all this stuff is made. We're going to finish the hover vessel, and then we're going to call it a day and move on out. Well, we'll move out in the next episode. All of these can go ahead and be picked up. And these can be picked up. Let's go ahead and I can dock the hover driller. Okay. Okay. We can go ahead and get the RCSs put in and online like so, and then we can that's where one of our other generators is going to go, just like on the other side, and then here is where our landing gear is going to go. Okay. I'm only making 1 harvester module, because with our CPU, that is all that will fit. And I'm only going to add it if we have the CPU at the end for it. So let's go ahead. Let's call this REV for Reforged Eden Vanguard, which is going to be my Advanced Reconnaissance Vanguard line made specifically for Reforged Eden. REV, let's call this the, I don't know. What do you guys think I ought to call it? Because for hover vessels in general, I've got things like I've got a Rhino tank, I've got a Mammoth harvester, tree harvester, and I've got a Bulette or Land Shark for the mining and underground capabilities. But this is like, I don't know, what should I call this? It's a, I'm taking names for this. You guys think of a name, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think I ought to name this. And once we get it named, that'll be a permanent name. Ooh, we are out of fuel. That is no bueno. Alright, so here's what I'm going to do. While this is going on and off, like it is, I am going to head out and try to get some promethium from over here. Okay. And I'm going to get promethium and try to turn it into promethium fuel packs. And then we ought to be good once we can do that. So I'm going to head out and do that off camera. And then I'll be back and we'll finish up the hover vessel. So apparently in Reforged Eden, the promethium deposits are ore veins rather than the subsurface deposits, and so you can drill them a lot easier with a vehicle, because the ore detector only detects subsurface rock deposits. That being said, I don't know if Reforged Eden has any non-ore veins, like if it has any subsurface rock deposits. So I'm going to continue trying to gather up this entire vein off camera, but I just wanted to bring you guys back and let you know that that's how it is in Reforged Eden apparently. I don't know if all of them are like this or if it's just some of them, but for the most part, I can see, like, every deposit I've seen so far, whether it's been promethium or whatever, has been a ore vein deposit rather than a subsurface rock deposit. Alright, we're back over here, and I'm going to go ahead and re-dock with the this thing here. Come on, there we go. Back and down. There we go. Now, oh, I can't move. There we go. Now we should be able, hover driller. Okay, this thing actually has some solar power now. But we're gonna go ahead and make up some. Ooh, I need to unlock that. Miscellaneous fuel cells, dual fuel cells. Promethium hydrocell. I like that. I like that. The naming conventions. Oxygen extractor and hydrogen extractor. Okay, we're gonna make some, let's see, if I do dual fuel cells, fuel value is 30. 150. It's just volume. The volume is better to get the dual fuel cells though, because it's 5 times the cost, 5 times the fuel value, but when it comes to storage, the dual fuel cells are a little over twice that. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. I'm going to tell it to make 200. I don't know how many it's going to make. We're going to put a few of it into here. What does our statistics look like? Less than 5 days now. Okay, we're doing good. We're doing good. So now we should have all these. Let's connect back to this, this, and this. And those. Alright, let's go ahead. I'm going to put this there. Okay, so we've got that over here. Our symmetry plane should be in effect now. Okay, and then so I'll need 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 18, 20 more to get what I want with those. So that is in here for hover vessels, 20. Let's go ahead, pop this out and put it in our base here. That'll fuel it up for a while. Okay. Now the rest of these hover vessel, large stuff, small stuff, and then I'll have to find a place to put fuel. For now, I'll just throw it in the constructor outputs. This I need to just go ahead and grab, and then we can put the weapons here. Player weapons, CV stuff. We're eventually going to utilize those on the CV probably. Okay. So we can now pull that up and that up because we don't need it. These will go there and there. Like so. Okay. These I'll color with that, and I'll end up texturing things later. Let me go ahead and just do this, however, because these are all going to be things for that. Okay. These, we're going to put this one there. Now, let's go ahead and we can raise it up. And we should be able to jump back up in there. And what I want is that. And over here, that's the outside one. Like that. Okay, and so this should Go in like that. Perfect. Okay. And then we can lower it back down. All right, it is apparently also out of fuel now, which is fine. Large wreckage. Bam, now we've got fuel. Hover vessel. Large stuff. Actually, that should be CV stuff and then small stuff. So back here we're gonna have this, which is 1875. We're gonna have these, which are gonna be 2,000 each. Okay. Let's go ahead and stop you from making that. Can we make that type of fuel in here, or are we limited to... Okay, we're limited to the regular fuel cells in here. So I will hold off on making any more. Let's see, that's a 16,000. We're only using 3,000 of it. In here, I've got 2250. The largest, the heaviest things in here is probably the ores, of course. If we go ahead and get the ores processed, then they should be fine. Once those are done, I'm going to go ahead and just tell it to make as many of all those as it can. And then you should process on reducing the volume of stuff so the ores don't require the volume. Oxygen. We'll go ahead and put oxygen in the oxygen tank here. We're not going to use it, of course, just yet, but it'll be in there. Once you've made all those, you should be able to go ahead and make a oxygen station like so, and we can get that installed. We're almost ready to head out. What is our CPU at? We're close. We are very close. If I were to put the front thing in, that's 1,000. So I'm gonna have to hold off on that. Let's go ahead and get these textured. That I'm gonna keep like that, even though it's gonna be actually container extensions. These, probably want these. These are going to be like this, and I'm going to, let's see, this is large stuff, so I'll just make all these green. This will be small stuff here. Deactivate the mirroring. We'll go ahead and make the CV stuff that can be CV stuff can be green. The weapons and ammo I'm going to want to be red. This I'll go ahead and just color with that. Okay. How are you coming on those? Very good. Let's go ahead and get the symmetry plane going again. And I don't like that you can't drag these anymore. Okay. And then this over here was going to be red, and then this here is just going to be simply those. There we go. So we've got 2,000 storage here, 1875 there, 2,000 storage here, 1875 there. Stop doing all that, make that first, and then get back to it. And I'm going to go ahead. I'm wondering if I should salvage those for parts, because we're not going to need them anymore, because we're not going to have this ground-based base. The last things I'm going to pull up are going to be the power things, these things. I'll probably just get those and leave the towers. And those might also be like some of the very last things I grab. So that will be that. Once you're done with this, I think I'm going to go ahead and transfer everything over here that I can. Wait for those to pop up. Let's go ahead. Hover vessel, weapons and ammo. And eventually I'm going to change the weapons and ammo box. Well, no, I'm going to leave it as an ammo or as a regular one and then have ship ammo over here. That's what I want to do. Could I... Well, I don't have any ship weapons right now, and if I'm going to... When I put weapons on, they're going to be... It'll be after I have gone ahead and upgraded this a bit. So... let's just take a look at what we're going to need to go ahead and upgrade the CPU again. We're going to need... Where is the CPU? I'm blind. Here it is. We'll need to be level 12. We'll need, of course, the optronic bridges. Titanium plates, which we can grab from the Heidelberg. Flux coils we'll have. We seem to be able to get everything else just fine, except for the optronic bridges. The optronic bridges are going to be... Gold is all we're going to need for the optronic bridges. We're going to need a total... For our first upgrade, we're going to need... Because we're just going to need one, so we need 4 small optronic bridges for one of these. So we're going to need, what, 20 gold? Because it outputs as 1. Yeah. So we'll need 20 gold, 5 for each of these, which means we're going to need to find 100 gold ore for this. Okay. Now, on the planet, there is a gold deposit that we have not yet discovered. Where it could be, I don't know. Let's go ahead and get another detector going, because that detector is going to need to be going on the base anyway. We're almost out of that anyway. So I'll let it finish that with the copper, and then let's go ahead and start moving. Oh, that's the large rec output. Large rec input. Hover vessel constructor input. Let's go ahead and start moving over all this stuff. This is extremely heavy. I'll go ahead and process that as well. So once you're done with that, process all those. Okay. That shouldn't take too long to finish that. Oh, that's ammo. Okay. There we go. Okay, so this we can go ahead and put down here, like so. Oxygen. The medical thing's going to be here. I don't know what I'm going to put there or above over there. I may end up just putting like in the back there. I may put like a generator in the back once I have enough stuff, so we'll have 6 generators, and then put something up front to sort of cover it up. But I don't know what I'll do, if I'll do that on both sides, or I don't know. I have no idea what I plan on doing with that. So, okay, we've got that going. We're still less than 3 days now. My goal right now is to get out of here before the next Xerax attack. So I'm going to go ahead off camera, let this all build up. All right, let that get done, move it over to the hover base, and deconstruct everything. And the beginning of the next episode, we're going to be heading out and starting to explore the planet. So that's going to be it for this episode. I hope everybody enjoyed the episode. If you like what you're seeing, if you enjoy my building on camera and stuff like that, leave a like, leave a comment, let me know what you think. And if you want to see more Empyrion Galactic Survival Reforged Eden, go ahead and subscribe. I'm KnowItAllDM, and as always, y'all have a good day now.